Hi everyone. In the earlier video, I demonstrated the configuration of EtherChannel. So in this video, I'm going to solve the packet tracer activity 6.3.4, where we troubleshoot an existing EtherChannel configuration and find out what the errors are made by using show commands. So let's get going. This is the topology that we were given, where there are three objectives. The first objective being examine the physical layer and correct switch port mode issues. The part 2 is identify and correct port channel assignment issues. The 3 is identify and correct port channel protocol issues. Okay, we are given two tables here. The first table is the port channel table. Here we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. There are 6 port channels altogether, and the links, the interfaces on the individual switches are given here, and we are going to use LACP protocol. So all the modes for all these should be in the active mode of LACP. And we are also given a device table where we have 4 switches here: S1, S2, S3, and S4. And for each one of these switches, we are actually given the ports and to which group does these ports belong to. Okay, let's start with the instructions. It says examine the physical layer and correct switch port mode issues. Okay. Step 1 is look for access ports. Examine the switches. When 2 or more redundant links connect the same switches, spanning tree protocol will only put 1 port in forwarding mode to prevent switching loops. Yep. You can see this in packet tracer. When physical ports are assigned to an EtherChannel port, they behave as one logical port. Each pair will either be operational or down, obviously. Now let us go to step 2. This actually we verified it in the last PT activity itself. Verify ports are in trunk mode. So verify that all physical ports in the topology are configured as trunks. Correct any ports that are in the access mode. Correct any EtherChannel ports that are not configured as trunks. Okay. So for that, we need to, because we don't know what configuration is being done here, what we need to do is, I'm going to use 2 show commands. One of them is show interfaces trunk, and the other one is show EtherChannel summary on each one of these switches, and try to find out or try to get the information by looking at the output of those show commands. Okay. So first, let me start with S1. On S1, let me start here. So the first thing is I need to check whether the ports are in the trunk mode or not. Interface show interfaces trunk. There you go. I got PO3 and PO5, both are in the trunking mode. Okay, both are in the trunking mode, but according to this table, S1 PO1 also should be there. So I think there is some issue with PO1. So in that case, let me sort that issue first. So configure terminal, interface port channel 1, switch port mode trunk. I did this because it says if there are any EtherChannel ports that are not configured as trunks, you connect them. So on S1, I found only these 2 are to be active, PO3 and PO5. So I simply put it as, I check this output, only PO3 and PO5 are showing in the trunking mode. Now I converted port 1 also, or port channel 1 also into trunking mode. Let me type it in S2. Let me see what I'm going to get the output. Okay. So on S2, enable show interfaces trunk. Okay. Nothing is shown. I don't think anything is being set up on S2. So on S2, neither the ports nor the EtherChannels are set up. So if that is the case, we need to set up all of them as trunk links and trunk ports. So let me check it out. Now, if you see all these physical interfaces on S2 now should be configured as trunk ports. For that, I can use the interface range command. Let me go into the global configuration mode. So interface range F0 by 21 to 24, comma Z0 by 1 to 2. So I covered all the interfaces that are there here. Enter. Switch port mode trunk. Okay. Also now there are 2, 3, 6, right? There are 3 things here, 3 channel EtherChannels. For that, let me type in to find out if they are configured or not. Show EtherChannel channel summary. Now, all of the three are showing as down, but there are three ether channels here. Okay, 2, 3, 6. So let me show interfaces trunk. You got to use these show commands both. Now on S2, when I typed in show interfaces trunk command, I can see that PO2 and PO3 on S2 are in the trunking mode already, right? So what is the one which is remaining on S2, which is 6. So for that reason, what I am going to do is I'm going to type in interface and go first need to go into the global configuration mode interface port channel 6 and then switch port mode trunk. Because the remaining two are already in the trunking mode, I just grabbed the one which is missing into trunking mode now on S2 then. So I completed it on S2. Let me do the same check on S3 as well. On S3, enable show interfaces trunk. Okay, nothing is shown. Show ether channel summary. Okay, I have ether channel. It says 1, 4, 6, but none of them are in the trunking mode. Okay, but we are actually supposed to use LACP, but it is showing to me as PAGP protocol. So there is an issue with S3. We'll get back because right now we are currently looking for ports if they are in trunking mode or not. We'll need to come back to S3. I think it's been configured for PAGP, not LACP. We need to convert this. So let me check the same thing for S4. Enable configure terminal. Show interfaces trunk. Okay. So on S4, I have PO2 and PO4. I have PO2 and PO4, but not PO5. Okay. So show ether channel summary. Okay. Now I got 2, 4, 5. 5 is also there, but there are no protocols assigned and there are no ports assigned. Let me go to the table to find out. What is there for S4 and the ether channel port channel number 5. So I think I need to assign these things. There is once again there is a misconfiguration here. The ports are not assigned properly to the right channel, to the right port channel. So for that, let me go inside configure terminal interface. Now please while doing this, you need to check very carefully. So for 4, the interfaces given are F0/3 and F0/24, and for 5, the interfaces given are F0/21 and F0/22. But unfortunately, all the 4 interfaces are assigned to 4 only. So interface, I need to just redo them. Interface range F0/21 to 22. Enter. Channel group mode, channel group 5 mode active, because we are always talking about LACP active, right? So channel group 5 active. So I reconfigured it. Okay. Now this is what I found out. Let me see what. So these 2 steps, I think I did it, and it is also asking me identify and correct port channel assignment issues. Use the show ether channel summary and correct any switchboards that are not correct port channel assignments. Correct any switch ports that are not assigned to the correct ether channel port. I think we just did that on S4. I didn't find it to be doing it. So let me check once again, because the one which we did not do is on S3, right? So S3, I have seen that it's completely configured wrong. So for that reason, I think we need to redo all the port channels on S3, because all of them are configured as PAGP. So in that case, what I will do is I will start working on S3. I need to clear all these things. Let me see how it goes. Okay. So on S3, These are the three ones which I need to do. So configure terminal. First, let me go into the global configuration mode, and after that, on S3, I need to create interface range. First, let me start with Z0 by 1 to 2. Enter. And first, let me clear the earlier one, no channel group, because the earlier one was created using PAGP, right? So I need to remove that channel group, and then I can just type in the command channel group. The number is 1, mode active, and I can also give the switch port mode trunk. I can do that also. Okay, and then the next one is interface range F0 by 23 to 24. Enter. No channel group. Let me clear the earlier one, which is done via PAGP, and then let me create the new one. Channel group for 23 to 24 is 4 mode active, and then I can type in switch port mode the port. I'm just putting the ports into trunk mode as well. And the last one, interface range F0 by 21 to 22. Enter. No channel group. Enter. And I need to type in the new one, channel group 6 mode active. The reason why I'm putting it is active is I have these actually specifically mentioned there. So switch port mode trunk. I think I kept all these things. Now it shows the completion is 100%. So hopefully, I think I solved all the problems. But once again, let me just verify whether all the things are working or not. So for that, I need to verify what is the status. I'll do it for everything, for all the switches. Let me go into this. Show EtherChannel summary. Let me get out 135. There are 135. All of them are in the upstate. So S1 is fine. No issues with S1. Let me go to S2. Enter. Show EtherChannel summary. Enter. S2 are 236. Yes, 236. The groups are, and all of them are in the upstate. And you can also check out the same interfaces are assigned to the correct channel groups or not. I think we did that. So S2 is also fine. Go for S3. Go for S3. Enter. And show EtherChannel summary. For S3, the channel groups are 146. 146. All of them are in the upstate, and you can also check out the same interface, whether the correct interfaces are assigned to the channel groups or not. Yes, on S3 also we did it. Let me go for S4 and show EtherChannel summary. Okay, 4 is done. 2, 4, 5. It is also done through 223P24. It is showing as a dash here. Maybe it's put it in. Maybe it is put on hold. That is the reason. So far everything's good. I can see that everything's working properly. Everything is in the upstate. You can see here this is in the upstate as well. Okay. So this is how you troubleshoot a given topology for Ether channel configurations. You need to make sure that you use the show commands on all the switches and all the devices. You understand the output of these show commands. The two commands which are used are show interfaces trunk, to make sure that all the trunk, whether all the either channel interfaces and the physical interfaces are in trunking mode or not. And also I used the show EtherChannel summary, whether to see which one of those are down and whether the right protocols are being used or not. This is how you need to troubleshoot a given particular topology for EtherChannel. It's quite easy if you know what type of switch commands to use, which switch commands to use it, and how do you interpret the output of these switch commands. Hopefully, everybody understood how to work with these show commands to troubleshoot such things. So I think we have another packet tracer activity on EtherChannel. Check out that video as well. Thank you very much and good luck.